thought today I'd make this part of the video. It's my phone. Yeah. There you go. Because I'm doing this. But today, I'm doing this. Yeah. See? It's just my phone with Spotify. That's all it is. See? There we go. Beauty. All right. And now just do my hair, kill a few more minutes. This is good. Hair care for men, the podcast, the video they tried to turn into a hair care video, and I guess they succeeded. No. This video is titled, this episode of No Pictures of a Bird, a podcast by Mr Tapscott. I'm Mr Tapscott, is titled Tying Up a Few Loose Ends. And the first loose end I'm going to tie up is my hair. We should call it then. We should have called it Tying Up a Few Split Ends. Yeah, that's a gag. Can't tell I'm bald. Beauty. Now, apparently the reason we're calling out wrapping up a few loose ends is about to be revealed to me. But apparently, according to Kitty Callahan, represented here by this Grand Island Cup, don't forget they murdered penguins. Don't forget she's cooler than you, richer than you, smarter than you, better looking than you, more talented than you, more accomplished than you. She's done more than you ever will, especially with that fucking attitude. According to Kitty Callahan, that's pretty much everyone who's tried to murder me out of the way now. Isn't that nice? Now we're just down to the low-grade harassers and annoyers on purpose. Yeah. The fucksticks. Yeah. Just the jerks. Yeah. The murderers are out of the way. Now it's just the jerks. Yeah. Okay, cool. Pretty much got everything I want now, except for the money. I still need the fucking money. Gotta hurry the fuck up. Well, you can't. Because otherwise I'm coming to take it. I'll take it. You know by now. I'm not bluffing. I'm alive. And I'm still alive. Still very, very alive. Still very, very still alive. You're watching No Pictures of a Bird, a podcast by Mr Tapscott. I'm Mr Tapscott. I'm richer than you. Oh my God, Emperor. I'm richer than you. Coffee. Wake up, you babies. Joining me as always, Kitty Callahan. We just did our whole spiel. Tara Bennett represented here by this candle. Don't forget we're getting married. Don't forget, she's better looking than you, smarter than you, richer than you, more talented than you, more powerful than you. She has space powers. You don't have space powers, probably. Unless it's you, Nutty Daly, watching. Nutty Daly. In that case, Nutty Daly. Get over it. Get over it. Get over it. Not you, Nutty Daly. You get under it. Yeah, so Ken Carter, yeah. So that was like one of my original enemies. I guess my original enemy, the first enemy I've ever had, was Chris Tapscott. He was the first fuckhead I've ever met. Straight away, first thing in the hospital was, you're a dickhead. Yeah. And he's like, the feeling's mutual, cunt. Can't win with this fucking guy. That's what I thought. That's what I thought, yeah. Anyway. Here we are. Here we fucking are. Nina Trefcon has an announcement to make regarding the Valkyrie. All right. Mr. Tapscott, the Valkyrie won't be a problem anymore. You know why? Why is that, Nina? Because they're all dead. Literally every fucking human who joined the Valkyrie fucked it up to the point that we just had to take them out. That's why. Yeah. That's why it's a goddess only club, basically. Because no one else can handle it. Anyone else gets in there and they're like, oh, cool. All powerful. Yeah, and fuck it up and start murdering people and being fucksticks. Yeah. So what happened? There was like an organized rebellion or something. Yeah. Yeah, they all at the same time were like, well, we can do it. Yeah, they saw my suggestions like you can do your own thing if you want. You just won't be fucking sanctioned by the gods, you know. You won't have gods in there. And then but if you turn, yeah. And I also said a caveat. I said, as long as you don't do anything illegal. But what do? Immediately, like, all right, let's start a rival Valkyrie, which is effectively another Pictures of a Bird network, and start murdering people. And it's like, no. And try and take out Nina Trefcon. Try and take out the Valkyrie. Try and take out the Turbo Mage, which is retarded because you can't do it. It's impossible. It's impossible to do. You can't do it. They're gods. They're gods and I'm a god. They're goddesses. They're gods. Yeah, we're all gods. You can't touch us, you fucking spastics. We are the fabric of time and space. We are the fabric of time and space. You can't get to us. Oh, cool. We lost a moron and several, maybe how many morons? About 100,000. Okay, cool. Sweet. Yeah, Winter Agency, the same. Yeah. Oh no, only about half of them died. The other half survived. Yeah, they took the advice and went, okay. Well, that's the thing. It's just like, well, okay, you work at Energizer Batteries. And Energizer makes an announcement and says, we're shutting down. So you go and get a job at Duracell. Who cares? You're still making batteries. Yeah, the smart, mature Winter agents went, okay, that makes sense. And just did exactly that. Just went and got another job. Other fucksticks went, and decided to be a goon squad like Aces. And fucked it up and died. Yeah. Spastics. Victor Harbour popped off after yesterday's episode. Loyalists of Sue Dixon mostly. Like, no, we'll stick up for you. So it's not true, is it? She's like, well, that's a little bit true. Fuck. Yeah. Yeah, and then they realised who they were actually. It's like, we'll take them on. It's like, with guns. Do you have any guns? Do you have any air power? Do you have any cruise missiles? Like, nah, we've got walking around and staring at you. So, it's not going to protect you from police weapons. So yeah, they were pacified. Victor Harbour was pacified quite quickly and easily because what are you going to do? You'll show them. We'll show you. Okay, what are you going to show me? What are you going to show me? Never mind. Are you going to show me your collection of kitty porn? Oh, yeah. Oh, no. Click. Oh, fuck. Yeah. Idiots. Yeah. No, Kitty Khan's basically saying, like, yeah, Mr. Tapscott, Nick Tapscott, game over. Game over. That's pretty much it. We're done. That's all of them. That's the SAS, AFP, ASD, CIA, NSA, the White House, Buckingham Palace, fucking. Oh yeah, we'll tell those stories today. Canberra, yeah, ASIO, Telstra, all of those fucksticks. Yeah, all of the big enemies are gone. Yeah. So what we're going to do today is I've just got a handful of small updates. So I've mentioned before. I made an episode about Ben Ryan, Ashley Bracken, and Michelle Murchie. Turns out See, I just thought they were acting on the orders of Hillary Badger, the SAS advertising bitch. Turns out they're actually also acting on the orders of Queen Elizabeth and Prince Philip. Prince Philip was getting to them. The first, actually, Bracken had when I moved in with Ashley, his mate Roscoe took one look at me. I met him once, and he just started calling me a cunt to my face constantly. He was just an absolute prick. And every time I speak to him, he's just like, "You're fucking shit. I fucking hate you. You're a cunt. You're a cunt. You're a fucking wanker. I fucking hate you." And I put up with it for maybe 6 months, and then I just one day I just finally said, "I was like, Roscoe, look, I don't know what your problem is. I don't, but I don't really care why you've got the problem. I only care that you do have the problem." And so I've been very patient. I've been very patient with you. You've been calling me a cunt to my face for about 6 months now, and I haven't reacted. I haven't pushed you back at all. But just a heads up, I am going to start pushing you back. And you need to be aware as well that eventually I do have a breaking point. And so you probably, if you keep going like this, you'll catch me when I'm a bit grumpy or a bit hungover, had a bad day at work. You're going to say you're going to have a go at me, and I'm just going to snap, and I'm going to lose my temper. And that's bad. That's going to be bad for you. Yeah. So just a heads up that's a possibility. It's like, it's because you're a cunt and fuck you, and I fucking hate you, and you're a wanker. It's like, maybe it's because you've got a small dick. And he's like, oh. And he ran away. What? You've been calling me a fucking asshole to my face for 6 months. I push you back once, one little, boop. And he's like, oh. What the fuck? Anyway, he was a spy sent by MI6. But more specifically, Queen Elizabeth. Queen Elizabeth herself. Yeah. Yeah. Move in with Mr Tapscott and make his life hell. Yeah, because Roscoe was SAS because he was working in advertising. He was British SAS working with the Australian SAS in advertising. Yeah. Fucking unbelievable. Yeah, and then Selena, that fat chick, Baby Reindeer with the hand missing. That she was. I always thought she was first I just thought she was. I knew she was working for someone. I knew she, because she was constantly fucking hassling me and asking me questions and spreading rumors about me. And I'm she's obviously pumping me for information on behalf of someone. I don't know who. I thought maybe it was Undrungada. I thought maybe it was just fucking feminist hipsters or someone. Turns out, and then I found out she was MI6 and therefore DCAM. So I was DCAM. But what I only found out recently was it wasn't just DCAM. It was DCAM on behalf of Queen Elizabeth. Selena was a surrogate for Queen Elizabeth II. And that's why Selena was so, she was so keen on hooking up with me. She wanted to hook up with me so that Queen Elizabeth could hook up with me by proxy. And so when I kept saying fuck off, she was like, no, yeah. She's like, because Queen Elizabeth, no, put more pressure on him. Yeah. 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 And then when I just look, yeah, I'm sick of your shit, fuck you, and just cut her off. I just stopped talking to her. Yeah. Because it was Queen Elizabeth freaking out. Oh, you can't do that. I'll kill him. Yeah. 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 What a dumb bitch. Now, another story that I can tell. Because I didn't, until I realized that it was the SAS doing it. Until I realized it was the SAS doing it. I knew I was just fighting someone, but I thought it was just Joe Biden. And I've told these stories about fighting Joe Biden and how we went to Canberra. Yeah, but that was only half the story. Yeah, we went to Canberra because Joe Biden ordered us to. Or I went to Canberra because Joe Biden ordered me to, and then when I got there was no accommodation. And I slept on a park bench. They wanted me to sleep on the floor of the hotel. And then they wanted me to sleep on a park bench in the industrial park where Raytheon have their offices. Yeah. Near the airport. And then they wanted me to sleep in a paddock. And I thought, and then I like fucking, and then they're like, oh, you got to go back to jail, go and do something hectic. So I did that. And I just thought it was Joe Biden / Australian Signals Director who I was fucking off by doing that. But I was actually fucking with the SAS. So yeah, because the SAS, yeah, that was right. Yeah, the SAS, because I didn't realize this, but the SAS, yeah, that's right. Yeah, the SAS placed me in Ashfield because they wanted me to kill Chinese. Yeah, that's what they placed me there to do. And I didn't realize that. And I went out and bought like a HMD Pulse Pro from JB Hi-Fi. So that was like a JB Hi-Fi in a SAS shop. The HMD is a SAS phone. And I brought it back to the Ashfield place. And they didn't want me to drink. SAS didn't want me to drink. Because like they've got their deprivation thing. It's like, nah, you got to be hard, soldier. Got to be ready to roll at the moment. So there's discipline. And I was like, yeah, fuck that. Well, yeah. So I was robbing heaps of booze. Just to fuck, yeah, and just to tell them to fuck off as well. Yeah. And what I realized as well now that my last celly, my second to last celly in fucking Clarence, was supposed to be a dog shit surrogate for Alex Turnbull. So gay. And the one of the jailers was a blonde chick, and that was a dog shit surrogate for Lucy Turnbull. Yeah. Anyway, after I got released from there, yeah, firstly, they wanted me on the street, but then like, nah, you have to put me in accommodation. So like, I put pressure on them, and then in the background, my people put pressure on them too. So they put me in Nashville. They're like, all right, you can stay there. It was a shithole, and they're fuck sticks. And there was no kitchen. They did that on purpose, so I couldn't cook. And then they're like, yeah, don't drink. Yeah, don't do anything. Yeah. Nah, don't. Yeah, wake up your baby. Yeah, it was just that deprivation thing that I was talking about yesterday. Just purely deprivation. Because that's all they can do. It's like, yeah, don't do that. Why? Because military discipline. It's like, how does that kill an enemy, you fuckhead? How does that kill an enemy? Yeah, and it's like that thing that I said. It's like taking the air conditioning out of the Apache helicopter cockpit. It's like, how does that help? How does that help? Well, because if the enemy deprive you of air conditioning, you'll be tough and ready. So, what the fuck are you talking about? I thought it was like a secret agent / weapon / SAS soldiers. I thought SAS soldiers were actually looked after quite well. Like between missions, when they come back to base, like they've got the plush military base. Like they've got the beer fridge and they've got the fucking, they've got the McDonald's there and like they've got the internet and all that stuff. But I get like a broken bed and like a shitty fucking thing in a shitty boarding house with no kitchen in it. Fuck you. Yeah. So I just I just went and borrowed comic books from the library just to piss them off, basically. And then started setting up my business website. And that was specifically to say, fuck you. Yeah. And that's how they took it. Oh, what? He's not doing pictures of the bird. What a cunt. Yeah. And then when we went to Canberra, we didn't tell them that we were planning to do that. We just did it. Yeah, we just did it. Because we were sort of playing both factions off each other. Yeah. Yeah. So we went down to Canberra. And they didn't realize. They're like, what? Yeah. Because I left my phone behind. And they're like, oh, cool. No, he's still in Asheville. What are you talking about? It's like, no, well, apparently, our spies in the airport just said he, caught a flight to Canberra. Where's his phone, though? According to the data, it's still in Ashfield. So what the fuck is going on? It took them, a couple of days to realize that, all I'd done was leave my phone behind. That was it. That's all you have to do to confuse them. Because the SAS, right? Oh, they're a crack elite team. Idiots. Yeah, and so when I went down there, they had to send me, go and have a look. Check out. Make sure it's him. Yeah, no, that's him. Yeah. And then I did a bunch of stuff that wasn't pictures of the bird. I was just walking around. I think I went to the movies a couple of times. Yeah. But I saw how much of a fucking shithole Canberra had turned into. It was disgusting. Yeah. And then after I'd been there for a couple of days and there was no accommodation, I was like, fuck you. Like, when I find out who's responsible for this, I'm sleeping on a fucking bench. When I find out who's responsible, I'll kill you. I will. I'll fucking kill you. Yeah. And yeah. And then we did the thing. Yeah. Where I went and fucking scared the shit out of a bunch of targets. Yeah. They're like, yeah. Okay. Yeah, because my people in the background was like, well, he's a weapon, isn't he? What's his mission? I thought he was a secret agent. What's his mission? Yeah, yeah, and SAS, like, yeah, they set up like a couple of dog shit knees on certain things. It's like, oh, look, pick the right chair. And they had there were 4 chairs arranged. And I was supposed to pick which chair it was based on what time it was. So I was supposed to say 3 p.m. because it's chaos or some shit. And I was just like, nah, like, I can't be fucked. And they get, like, the hotel employees, like, give you the puppy dog side. And then I'm like, nah. Give me the puppy dog eyes if you don't do what they want. I'm like, fuckhead, I slept on a fucking bench last night. If you want me to do what you want, you gotta pay. You gotta pay me. Where's it? You work in a hotel. You literally are. We're in a hotel right now. You can't unlock a room and let me sleep in there. So fuck you. You're not in a position to ask for anything. Yeah. So then, yeah, and SAS, said like, oh, okay, yeah, because they didn't have any plans. They didn't have any plans. They didn't have a plan at all. They had no plan. They had no fucking plan. Oh, back in Sydney before I left as well, I did a bunch of stuff that really pissed them off. So one thing I did was like, yeah, I got a bottle of scotch, and I went to a pub called the Light Horse, and I like drank like half of it up there. And they fucking hated that because that's their like, oh, it's the prestigious. That's the SAS High Command pub. You got to work your way into that place because it's in Paddington. It's on Oxford Street in Paddington. Yeah, then like, yeah, I just blasted. They didn't want me to drink at all. I was just like, look, fuck you, yeah, until everybody got fucked. These dumb bitches came out. They were filming with their phones. Yeah, and I was like, kept repeating the same line. It's like, oh, excuse me, yeah, because I was trying to climb their fence. Like, excuse me. What are you doing? I was like, I'm trying to get over the fence. That's our pop line. And I smashed it. Whoops, I stepped on it and just knocked it over. It broke. Like, oh, you just broke that. I'm like, well, how about if you give me $5,000, I'll let you watch me jerk off. How about that? Feel me. And that went straight up. I was like, oh, fuck. Yeah, fuck. Yeah. Because they're expecting me to do pictures of a bird. Instead, I was doing like chaos. Like, you're just like, oh, fuck. Yeah. All right. I'll do pictures of a fuck you. How about that? Yeah. So I was doing that instead. Yeah. Then I got cockblocked a couple of times for booze. Yeah. Like, people just refusing to serve me. I don't know why. And I wasn't drunk or anything. Yeah, they were just like straight up refusing to serve me. Why? Because we closed. And it's like, you're 3/4 full. It's like, yeah, we are. Yeah, but we closed. Like, is this like a dog shit fan thing? It's like, I don't know what you mean. Yeah, fuck you. Yeah. And then one time I was walking down Parramatta Road, and this couple was standing at the front of the Crowbar, going like beckoning me in. And I went in there, and it was all these pictures of a bird, SAS pictures of a bird, absolute losers. They were all fucking losers. Yeah, they were. They were all dog shit losers. They were fat middle. Yeah. I can't talk, but yeah, they're all like fat middle-aged losers. Yeah, in band t-shirts and stuff. And it's like, yeah, this is our secret fight club. We're gonna take on China. Like, you're gonna get like, firstly, you're all like fucking clustered in this one pub. All it would take is like one good cruise missile strike, and you're all dead. Secondly, if they don't do that, how are you gonna fucking fight them? You don't have guns. You don't have training. You're out of shape. You're pieces of shit. You're retarded, and you're fucking losers. Yeah, but they're all like really smart and stuff. And I walk in and I was like, yeah, I can't remember what I was saying, but it was just like, so where are the? Yeah, I was like this one bitch was like, because I didn't do the pictures of a bird. I was like, where are the cool people? Like, what? Like, how come everyone in here is like a fat loser? And I walked out. Yeah. And then we went to Canberra not long after that. Yeah, but it's the smugness of them. They're so retarded. And when I'm in the housing office, they made me wait in there for like 6 hours. expecting me to do pictures of a bird stuff while I was waiting. I was just like, no, like, just hurry up. Get the housing shit done and get me out the fucking door. Fuck you. Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, we went down to Canberra. And then that was, like we told Joe we were doing a phew. We didn't tell the SAS anything. We just disappeared. Yeah. And they had to put 2 and 2 together. And then, like, when they finally caught up, they were like, okay, well, yeah. And my people said to them, it's like, well, like, he's on a mission. Isn't he a soldier? So doesn't he work for the SAS? Like, yeah. Well, what's his mission? What's his fucking mission then? What's his mission? And and they couldn't just straight up say, like, oh, do pictures of a bird. Yeah. They're like, oh, well, identify some targets and rattle them for us. And so I did. But I just did, yeah. It was just Kitty Callahan pointing. It's like that one. All right. And what they didn't realize Kitty Callahan was actually doing was pointing out SAS cunts. Yeah, all the double agent SAS fucksticks. Yeah, and there were a few like triple and quadruple agents in there. So they were working for China, they were working for MSS, they were working for PLA, they were working for SAS, and they were working for the Australian Signals Directorate all at once. And so I was targeting, like, there's one. And so I was targeting all them. It's like, g'day, cunt, how you going? Ah, fuck you. You know. Yeah, getting in their faces and scaring the shit out of them. Wake up, you baby. Like that type of stuff. And then, yeah, SAS like, what? He did it to that? It's like, yeah. And our people are like, well, you told him to like, fucking target people. That's what he did. They're enemy targets. Like, what do you? No, they're our people. Like, but I thought we were at war with China. They all work for fucking MSS. They're all PLA. Yeah, but that's not the PLA we meant. Like, not those PLA, not our PLA. I was like, well, yeah, so they got really pissed off. Yeah, and then I disappeared. Yeah, I vanished. I disappeared from Canberra. And they're like, where'd he go? Fuck, where'd he go? Malcolm Turnbull's on the phone. Oh, fuck. Elbows on the phone going, where'd he go? Oh, he's on here. Is he going to turn up to this office? Oh, my God. Is he going to turn up? Is he going to turn up to Parliament House? Like, yeah, that was Elbow. Yeah. Apparently, did he put extra security on? He did, yeah, he put extra security on. That's spastic. Yeah, but I disappeared. And then I started walking up the street. I was going to catch a bus. Fucking CIA sent through instructions saying, like, oh, you're sleeping in a paddock in this pipe, in this cement pipe. And my people like, you're not doing that, dude. Just chuck your gear and start walking this way. And then, like, one of our people picked me up, dropped me off in Queanbeyan. And then in Queanbeyan, yeah, I found a motel room. So my people, like, I just left the door open in a motel and I just, like, walked straight in. That's it. It's pretty easy to do, especially when, like, we had insiders. Yeah, you just walk in and put the do not disturb sign, and then housekeeping think that the office is across it, and the office thinks that the housekeeping are across it, and they have no idea. Yeah. So I just stayed in there. In the meantime, like, yeah, they're monitoring the traffic, and I'm just kind of in a bubble. They're sort of like shielding me from what's actually going on, because what's actually going on is all the factions now are fucking screaming. They're all screaming at me. They're all screaming at my people. And they're all screaming at each other. So Joe Biden's Skull and Bones factions are fighting now with the SAS. And they go, how come he's fucking doing this? Why'd you tell him to do that? So we didn't tell him to do that. You told him to do that. Why'd you tell him to go to Canberra? Why'd you fucking tell him to go to Canberra? Well, we thought, yeah, well, fucking, yeah. Why is he targeting our people? Yeah. Who told him to target them? Who told him to target the SAS? Yeah, you did. Skull and Bones, fuck you. Yeah. Australian Signals Directorate, fuck off. Yeah, exactly. And now they're all yelling at each other. SAS is yelling at ASD. Yeah, because they all hate each other. And then, yeah, they're all yelling. It's fucking Nick Tapscott. Fuck. Yeah. Yeah, so then, so I'm hiding out in the motel room. And then, like, yeah, my people go, oh, he's going to fucking hate it, but he just has to go back to jail. He has to. Because that's what SAS said. SAS said, right, that's it. Yeah, that's it. We're going to do it. We're going to nuke. Yeah. So in Canberra, when I went and I did that, they're like, that's it. We're going to nuke Victor. Yeah. We're going to nuke Victor. Unless he has to start again. Because their thing was like, oh, he has to go to jail and then get out. and then he'll be a convict, and then he'll do his pictures of a bird, and then eventually we'll let him in. Yeah. But they're like, well, he fucked it up, and now he has to go back to jail. He has to go back to jail and restart the process because he fucked it up that badly. And my people are going like, well, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Like, it does matter. But yeah, they're like, you have to. Yeah, because they said, oh, we will do it. We have a new Victor if he doesn't get back to jail. Yeah. But they're like, well, look, we just have to kill time until all our pieces are in place. So we just have to do it. Yeah. So again, they're like, all right. So the SAS sent through the order, like, send him back. He has to go back to jail. So, okay. Mr Tapscott, go ahead and do some stuff that's like bad enough to get you sent back to jail. So, all right. And then I went out and targeted a bunch of SAS stuff. Yeah, I targeted ASIS. Yeah, the truck that I went, that was ASIS. That was an ASIS truck. And apparently I nearly wrote it off. It cost like $10,000 to fix or something. And then the business that I threw a brick through the window, that was an SAS, child sex trafficking front. And then a bunch of other, like I smashed a bottle, like yelled at a bunch of people, and they were all SAS. Yeah, they were all SAS. And they're like, fuck. I was like, well, you said he had to go back to jail, so I don't know what to tell you. Don't know what to tell you. Fuck. Yeah. Yeah, and then I went back to jail. And then that's when, like, that story about the Hanukkah, like the miracle of the oil lasting 8 nights, then that was that miracle. And that's why I had to do that. Because that cunt was SAS. So we couldn't, like, we had to let, because if SAS pulled me out of that cell, if our people pulled me out of that cell, the SAS would have nuked Victor Hull. So I just had to stay in there. I just had to put up with it. Because we had to let them think. They had to think that I was, they had to think that I was in their jail being punished. When really I was just biding my time. Yeah. So I could get out and wreck them all. Yeah. It was just like a couple of months more. Yeah. I mean, it sucked. I fucking hated it. I wish I didn't have to go to jail. But it was just like, everyone knew. It was like, look, it's just like a month or two. Yeah, they can't hold him forever. Because all our pieces were in place. So, okay, cool. The GG is now friendly to Mr. Tapscott. The King is now friendly to Mr. Tapscott. We just need to kind of like get a few of these pieces out of the way. This way, like in the right order. And then once that's done, because that was the thing, like even with the GG friendly to Mr. Tapscott, and even with the King friendly to Mr. Tapscott, the SAS still had Hamas, and they could easily just give a fucking nuclear device to Hamas, and then Hamas could do it and just say, "Oh, yeah, it's a terror attack. Hamas attacked Australia. Suck shit." It's not the first time they've done it. The Bali bombings were fucking the SAS. So yeah, and then Hamas takes credit, and then that's it. Yeah, it'll be easy. It would have been easy for the SAS to do. So I had to play along, had to pretend. And then in the background, while I was in Junee, and then I moved to Wello while I was there, then we started like, okay, we'll start getting a few MI6 pieces out of the way. We'll start clearing out all the Queen, Prince Philip and the Queen's, like fucking all their allies, like all the people that they'd installed, all their friendlies. King Charles in his household, like once his affairs were in order, he's like, cool, I've got my core. And now I can start like, right, you're fired, you're dead. Decam, you're fucking dead. MI6, you're all fired. Like, yeah, just shutting down like massive, like fucking massive programs. Like, nah, all your funding is pulled. Yeah, and Keir Starmer was in there as well. Yeah, all of your funding is pulled. That's it. Yeah. We're shutting the whole thing down. Yeah, entire divisions with like tens of thousands of employees. Like, nah, cancel. Yeah, big red button. It's over. Yeah, get out. Yeah. So that's the story of me in Canberra and how it seriously pissed off the SAS. And then in the background, Malcolm Turnbull was getting more and more desperate and crazy. Yeah. And so is Daisy Turnbull, and so is Alex Turnbull. Yeah. Because they know how fucked they are if they lose. Because they've been fucking around with Mr. Tapscott for fucking years. Years and years. And so if he comes out and he survives, and he comes for payback. He's going to be repaid through silver and blood. Right. I am now being strongly encouraged to end it right fucking here. Is there anything else, Kitty Callahan? Are you sure? You sure? Yeah. Okay. All right. Thanks, Kitty. But the headline is like, yeah, for me, I don't give a shit what anyone else says. It's not over for me until I've got some fucking money because I'm still broke. You got to give me the fucking money. You have to do it one way or another. I have to get paid. I have to. Hurry the fuck up. Do what you have to do. Get me paid. Get me paid. Otherwise, we'll do it the hard way, the harder way, and I'll just take it. And you don't want that. You've been watching No Pictures of the Bird, a podcast by Mr Tapscott. I'm Mr Tapscott.